though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want. The gas in the back of the sun, never leaves. She's so bad that you can't beat the brag. The gas in the back of the sun, never leaves. She's so bad that you can't beat the brag. The gas in the back of the sun, never leaves. She's so bad that you can't beat the brag. The gas in the back of the sun, never leaves. She's so bad that you can't beat the brag. I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
We have fish again. And Fish Nerd. Hey, Grace.
Yes.
Hey, Claire. Hey, Fish Nerd.
Hey, Mouse. Good to see you, Grace and Claire.
Yep. Oh, we got new equipment.
Upgrades.
Upgrades. Hopefully the camera looks better. I'm gonna make my screen a little bigger now. Boop. Fish Nerd actually has fish that are fishing right now, so my fish are just standing in a line because they're kind of mad that I moved them today. They're like, we're gonna hide over here in the shadows. We don't want to be seen. See, look at them. They're all in a line. They're like, we don't
Yes,
want to do anything right now.
that looks about right, though.
They're just chilling. They got put in here about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, something like that. So they gotta acclimate to their new home. Oh no, I don't. You know what? I gotta see if I can. Oop, there we go. I gotta get used to the new. I gotta get used to the new camera. So let's do that. There we go. They should come out and they should be swimming around in a minute. I just put some food in there, so we'll start
Well, I
seeking that
haven't
out.
fed mine yet.
They're probably tired from swimming around all crazy. Like we just got put in here. Like what's going on?
But yeah, I figure why not with the new camera, seeing as the old one died. Let's show off the Julies again. My little
Yeah,
tank that
and
started off with 5, went down to 3, and now is
a lot
a small a small colony.
makes me wanna I wanna get some of those. Yeah, what kind of
Julianochromis ornatus, Claire. Also, there are 2 little Gara something or other. I totally forget which ones they are. And
That's
a
just the
group
fish.
of and then a group of Synodontis lucipinus. The little catfish hiding in the back.
I really want to get one of those little catfish. Hey, Jeff, good to see you.
Eh, good to see you, Jeff.
Yeah, I have that the 20 gallon next to this one that I don't know what I'm gonna do with yet. Um, what I'm gonna
I
put in
thought
it,
that
and it's like
I thought that was for the Shelleys.
no, that's the 20 long.
Oh, so now you got
Yeah,
to.
I have a whole another 20.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
And
and
now
there's
now
nothing in it.
the mouse wants to play with Julie's.
I gotta, you know what? Before I play with Julie's though, I gotta get those angels spawning. Then I can play
You
with
got to get
Julie's.
the 8. You've got to at least collect the spawn and get to Wigglers.
Yeah.
And I'd say before you start playing with Julie's, get the Shelleys and get them happy.
Yeah. And I've got to get the epistos shipped out. And I need to actually message. Yeah. I need to get that set up and get them shipped out. So hopefully this week that's going to happen. and then the Shellys will be here soon.
Yeah, I think you'll like the Shellys.
Yeah, I've been waiting on those Shellys for a long time. And 2 years ago, I saw the Shellys, and I was like, "Ooh, Shellys!" 2 years ago, if
They
I'd
are
gotten
cute.
Shellys, it would have ended bad. They would have not. No, essentially, yeah.
Uh, Shellys are pretty robust. I think you would have they would have been okay, but I don't think they would have thrived for you.
Yep. Hey, nerd, I've got to leave you in charge for just a second because my
Oh
sister
no.
just got home. So I'm gonna turn the camera off and mute for a second. So yeah, go have fun.
Oh, have fun. Yay. Leave me in charge.
You're fine. You're
Okay.
fine. It's gonna be fine.
Let's start that closed circuit video. So, but yeah. Oh, little Lucy right up there. Yeah, I actually very happy with this tank doing well for me. Like I say, it started off with 5, I lost 2, so I ended up with 3. Then I ended up noticing some young ones, and now I keep looking for the even smaller young ones because there's a third batch that are growing up in there, or maybe it's a fourth. I don't know. There's so many hiding spots.
That is a lot of hiding spots.
It is.
That's like the ultimate like fish cave right there.
And gee, what did I do? Well, a lot of you are probably have the Habitat for Humanity restores around you. At my local one, they had these created and natural uh granite vanity tops. And they have so many of them, they were selling them for $10 a piece. So I went and picked one up and hit it with a hammer repeatedly. Put the pieces in there, stack them up, and it has done quite well.
And boom, fish tank. All right, let me get everything back, and hopefully I didn't move anything too much. So downside to where I'm sitting is it's down the main hallway so of the house. So if anyone comes in, kind of screwed. Yeah, eventually my guys will swim around again. Three
Oh,
of
I'm
them.
sure they will. One thing I can see with that sword, you've got it buried just a little deep.
Yeah, I figured I needed to get in there and get some of that sand down out of that pot. I put some extra in there. So that's just a cap layer. And plus I
Right,
figure these
but
guys are
I,
gonna
I-
knock
I'd,
some
I'd
of that down.
move it away from the crown of that sword. They like to have their full crown exposed.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, after the stream I'll get in there with my little tool and smack some of that sand out of there.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go throw some food in to see if we can get more of the Julies out and active.
Yeah, and your tank's really active. I had some guys that are coming to this tank to help the cories kind of settle in, and they should be here at some point next week. So Hey, Jeff. I was just talking about you.
Mr. Pelham, good to have you here.
Hey,
And Shirley,
Shirley. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Nerd's Tank is and those Julies are so cool.
oh, they're fun. They were fish that I kind of fell in love with some time ago, but never had a tank ready for them. And then had an opportunity and jumped on them.
Now, do they eat flake or pellets?
Uh, they will eat what they can get in their mouth.
Oh, so they'll eat it all.
Yep,
Okay.
they'll eat flakes. They'll eat the pellets. I'm really finding that they're really easy to take care of. Just set up the tank, give them lots of hides, give them a little cave, and keep them fed, keep the waters clean ish.
Cleanish.
Yeah,
Now, what about plants in a tank with them? No plants or.
they generally where they come from, uh, they don't get plants. You could
Oh,
throw an
okay.
anubias in, but yeah, they generally don't deal well with plants.
Okay.
And for most Africans, it's not needed. I
It's kind of crazy.
did have a sword plant in here for the longest time, but it didn't make it.
Yeah. Oh, Shirley, it's okay because I haven't been streaming
Yeah.
lately. I had a whole mess of stuff like just snowballed one thing after another, and I just kept getting further and further behind. And I finally got to a point where I could get caught up. So the goal is to start my morning streams again real soon. I know I keep saying that. I'm going to get there, but I finally got this tank set
Life
up.
got in the way of us. And
Um, Man, and Friday the 13th, I hope everyone, had a better day than, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Hey, Matt,
that's
good to
it.
see you.
And George, happy you all made it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I still say Friday the 13th. Yeah, it's not good, but Saturday the 14th is usually worse.
I was so upset today. I wanted to go to the fish club meeting. It was today. I did not get the 3 day, advance notice from my phone on my calendar that said, "Hey, you've got an event coming up." Totally missed that. Just didn't see it. And then, of course, yesterday happened, and then today was crazier. So, yeah,
Saturday the 14th is worse than Friday the 13th. I don't
yeah.
sweat Friday the 13th anymore.
So, yeah, didn't get to go this time, but I will get to the next one. And then, October's coming up. So, it was, dude, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Happy Saturday to you, Jeff. Yeah, tonight's been a lot better. I'm not even gonna lie. I chilled most of the day because I was like, no, I got left alone. So, like, when I say left alone, like, totally alone. Like, there's no car, no house, like, no one in the house. It was nice, but I had stuff to do, and yeah, it was, yeah. It's like, but I needed the car today. No. So I moved the cories instead. I was like, well, they got to go. They got to get over
yeah.
here. They're not going to magically jump from one tank to the next.
Well,
Gosh,
they
that would be
could,
nice.
but it they could, but it doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, well, I mean, it would be
And
different if their tanks were
we've had
next to each other.
yeah, and we've had plans, so we've got to get
Yeah,
these done.
yeah,
I got to get the new tank rocking.
yeah. I've got to get the tank beside this one planted. Oh no, I lost one of my Madagascar leaves. Where'd
Oh
you go?
no,
How'd you get over there? I guess you broke off, huh?
yeah, it happens.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just gonna hang out over here. The rest of the plants over there. Oh boy, plant over here, leaf over there, and all the cories. They're just like we're hanging in the
And all
corner.
yep.
Well, not all of them. That's only one, two, three, four, five of them are over there. A couple behind the pot. One's actually hiding in a pot. They got chased around the big tank, and then after they got put in here, cool. Oh no, Shirley, I am
Yeah, that
so sorry.
I have been there too, Shirley. Of course, mine wasn't a beta. Mine was yeah, much more expensive Brocus.
And then like I went through a period where it was every like I could keep other live bearers alive. I could keep my Skippy alive. I could keep the least killies alive. I could keep, you know, everything but a guppy alive for some reason. So it was like guppies and snails I just could not keep alive for a hot minute. My snails are doing good. I need to get them moved over. Um, so tomorrow is water change day. I was going to do the water changes yesterday. No, it's okay. So it started Friday the 13th. It was waking up to a water main break. That was lovely because it was the second one of the week and we had no water. Couldn't do water changes. Couldn't, yeah. So I'm a day behind on water changes because I was going to do them today. So tomorrow, all the tanks are getting changed, except for the 20 beside this one. I'm probably gonna just go ahead and drain it and work on it tomorrow. But yeah, yeah, that was fun. And then they finally told us today that we could drink the water again. You know, like it should be fine now. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna give that another 24 hours. But thank you.
Yep, yep.
Hey, Mrs.
Hi,
C,
cats.
give the gremlin a boot for me. Not too
And a
hard.
hug for
Yeah,
me.
boop on the snoot. But I did get to hang out with a kitten. So one of our neighbors found a kitten. They have a new kitten, but they were going out of town. So I got to hang out with the kitten for a couple of days this week. That made me feel better. I was like,
Oh, there's a new one
oh, where? Okay,
down low
there he
center.
is. I see him. He's a little guy.
Yeah. The one thing I'm really liking about these is the older fry help raise the younger fry.
Oh, that's so cool. I heard don't fairy cichlids do that too?
In a way, yes, just a
Because
lot
I've heard
faster.
I heard fairy cichlids are also kind of asshats, but that's
Oh
being
yes,
nice. That's not exactly what I heard, but oh look, the cories are finally like, hey, we found the
they're
food.
moving.
They're like, we smell food. Where's food? Where's food? Like, is there food in here? There's gotta be food in here. We smell food in here. I'm
Hmm.
hoping that we'll get them. 'Cause, man, these girls in here are chunky. They're
Oh
so
yes,
chunky.
oh yeah, I can see that.
My boys are
Are you
little bitty.
are you still lady heavy in the group?
Yeah, I am real lady heavy in the group.
Mm.
So I could probably use a couple more boys, but I don't know how to tell the boys from the girls until the girls get chonky. And then it's like, oh, you're a girl. Oops.
With a little bit of time, there's a lot of little things to notice. Oh,
And I'm still digging on this filter that I got for this tank. It's the only one I haven't had problems with so far. Which, okay, the two canisters, those are learning curves because I'd never used one. Oh,
oh yeah.
that is awesome.
Yes, they are colony breeders too. And yeah, everyone takes care of everyone.
That is so cool because, like, I hate it when they end up eating their young. It's like, man, that breaks my heart. It's like you did all that work just to eat your own eggs. Like, come on.
Well, it's a lot cheaper than sending them off to college.
That is true. And schooling fish are just, the most expensive kind.
Yeah. Now, maybe after you get the Shelleys, maybe we can. I have heard of putting Julies with a group of Shelleys. We might be able to get away with that.
Hmm, that would be interesting.
And I'm sure Jeff will correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah,
Hey, Ninja Cat, Cat
it's the
Ninja.
killer kitty. Haven't seen you in a long time. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to do something a little different here. Hey, my mouse decided to not. There we go. My mouse stopped working.
Even mice will eat their young, which is kind of crazy.
Oh
If
yeah.
they yeah, they get spooked, they will totally do that too. Like, man. Oh,
Okay,
we got some
mouse,
cory
make yourself
happening.
bigger because I'm gonna move the camera to the other tank for a while.
Okay, let me move this around. Whoop. I thought my cories were gonna start getting frisky, but I think they know there's a camera on them. They're like, she's sitting too
Well,
close to
they
this thing.
probably won't get frisky for you right now. You just moved them.
I know they're like, what the hell has happened to us?
I'm watching Cory.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering if they might do that. Like if since they do raise their if their colony, one colony might eat the other one. Hey, Squaw Bob, good to see ya.
Come.
Well, 4:25 a.m. seems like a good enough time as any. Man, you're quite a few hours ahead of me over in the UK. I'm trying to catch Danger Dan to plop in this tank too. But he is fast and he is little and little
And
and
he would be a great little dither. All right,
yeah.
let's see how
And
we look. Not too bad.
no, that actually, you know what? Let me make you a little bigger here. Boop. And then let's go. Boop. There you go. Oh,
Straight
is that a blue Akara?
and electric blue cars.
Oh man, those are so pretty.
Yeah, I like them.
Now, if those were to axe,
If those were what?
now are those blue Akara?
They are the electric blue variety, so they're more of a
Oh.
man-made fish, but
Well, if those happen to jump in a bag and end up in Jordan, I'm just kidding.
hmm.
They'll probably do better for you than they will for me. Yeah, my
Uh,
fish are kind of.
actually, actually, in your water, they would do quite well.
Well, okay. So, Clam, these guys in my tank just got moved from their home about 3 hours ago. And up until I started streaming, they were swimming around kind of like crazy because they didn't, new location and all. They probably tired themselves out at this point. They're kind of giving little whisker wiggles every once in a while. So I'm probably going to leave a camera on them all night and just check on them throughout the night. But they seem to be doing okay. I got one over here winking at me, and I'm going to give them a water change in the morning. And yeah, did get a little cloudy in here after we put them in, so it's probably from them stirring up the substrate.
Let's throw some food at these guys.
Yeah, see, okay, so nerds is the one you want to watch because he has the actual moving fish right now. Mine are just kind of like, I don't have a dither in there, so they're kind of a little spooked.
My
Oh, what are you?
little group of black cories written around the bottom.
Those are new.
Kind of. Okay, these fish for Claire. The bright blue are electric blue acara. Lit- Oh, one of the longfin plecos making an
Ooh,
appearance.
she's pretty.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to grow up. Waiting for them to grow up so they start giving me babies. But yeah, the black cories are fairly new into the hobby in the last, I'd say 5 years. Everybody likes them.
I didn't realize how big Corey's actually got. I didn't like mine are huge compared to what I thought they would be. From when I
Oh,
got them to now, yeah, they're huge.
and then of course I've got my koi angels and some smaller random angels. Every now and then you'll see there's a pair of Congo tetras that swim around. Oh, here comes one of the albinos.
Hey, there's your albino.
Yeah, albino longfin. Also in here, there are a pair of the Wabenmooster bristlenose plecos, honeycomb looking, smaller,
Oh,
but I don't see them often.
they like to hide.
They like to hide. I will see them occasionally, and it's easier to tell them because they have they don't have the long fins. And wait, I think I see.
Is that one of them? We do, you know what we need to do, what Liam gave me a suggestion of doing? Getting us pointers. So we're going to have to,
See right there on the wood. Oh,
oh yeah.
he's good. Now
He's
he's
like, I don't want to be looked at.
they're very skittish. Tell when they're healthy. Tell because they are real easy from a distance because they don't have the long flowing fins. Dave is saying he wants to play other games.
Yeah, Nerd Tank is like going gangbusters. And I was thinking about like putting some of the Epistos in with the cories, but they don't like a lot of flow in their water movement. And this tank has got a lot of flow in the top water column because of the type of filter I've got on here. So they just gonna have to wait on their other fish. But we're gonna get some more fish in this tank, and then it'll kind of look like Nerds once I get some more rocks in it, and it's not so stark white down there. I thought I had another bag of pea gravel, and I did not. Okay, I see. That's the Barclaya right there, right?
Uh,
Look
um,
right to the front.
just on the left side there,
Yeah.
I do believe that is the Barclaya.
Okay. And then I see a sword back there.
See it? Yeah, the sword behind the Pleco cave. To the right
Okay.
of the Pleco cave is a crypt Wendii.
Okay. And then is that an Anubius floating around?
Yep, there's a couple of Nubias floating around with big old algae mats in the roots.
Hey, I I have the same kind of thing happening, man. Your Anubius are huge.
Yeah, they do grow pretty well for me. Almost to the point where I could probably start dividing them.
Yeah. I think that's the water on your tank. I really think
I
I'm gonna
think
start
I
adding.
think it's the water, the bio load, and the light. I've
Yeah,
got a little too much light on this tank.
man, I wish I had that problem. I've got two lights on here to light this puppy up for the stream.
Well, it's a 4 foot long tank, and I have two 4 foot
Oh, we lost your mic.
LED fluorescent
There you go.
bulbs in a grow light frame.
Oh, that's so awesome.
There's a
My
little
sister
Congo
just like,
Tetra
we're gonna
in the
be
back.
cute. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yep, there the two are. I want to say, okay, I think I've got it centered on the Crypt Sri Lanka towards in the back.
Yeah, there's some. The long fins are pretty, and but sometimes like just a short fin is nice too. Like, okay, there's a type of pleco called the green dragon, Claire, and I really want those. I really want those plecos, but I'm waiting for now. Um, but they have a long fin and a short fin variety, and on those, I'm more a fan of the short fin than the long fin.
I've always loved the long fin green dragons. I've picked them up a couple of times, and for whatever reason, I've always had problem with them.
Yeah, and, I have to say this with the green dragons. I don't know anything about like what they need to breed them or whatnot. I will tell you this:
Uh,
last time I wouldn't.
just
It
like
wouldn't
you
really
did
matter.
with Mr. and Mrs. Whiskers
Oh, add water and each and a boy and a girl, and boom,
and a cave.
you have Flickos in a cave, and boom, you got
Exactly.
Flickos.
Well, any of your bristlenose, they're all the same, long fin or short fin. Um, there are what we have in the hobby now for the bristlenose pleco. There isn't anything like them in the wild. What we have now is been so tank raised, and they've been lined and selectively bred to come up with you know the albinos, the green dragons, the blue eye lemons, super reds, the snow whites, it, and they will all intermix.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, there you will not find a longfin bristlenose pleco anywhere in the wild, or you shouldn't.
yeah, that would be kind of interesting if you did.
Well, if you did, then somebody let let a pet go, and that's naughty.
Yeah, my friend, she lives a couple of streets down from me. They have a lake in their neighborhood, and they found out they have goldfish in there now. They're huge
Oh,
too, and they're
yeah.
kind of going back to that natural brown color now. So they don't exactly know how many are in there. They thought they got them all because they got all the gold colored ones, but now there's brown ones, and they can't see those. So yeah, someone had to
And
pick goldfish. They're
sad to
super
say,
cute.
when they get into a pond, it's near impossible to get them out.
Yeah, they said if they can't get them all out, then they might have to drain it and then refill it. And I was like, man, that sucks. That sucks so bad.
Yeah, the last apartments I was living in, they had a pond, over overgrown pond. That's years ago somebody had let some goldfish go in it, and they have a thriving school of bright orange goldfish.
Oh no.
However, talking with some of the other residents around there who like to fish, and we went basically across the street to the big lake, and caught a couple of northern pike and muskie and released them into the pond.
Oh,
And yeah, they kind of kept kept the goldfish from taking over.
you probably had a nice snack of them. Out
Oh,
of them.
very much so. Oh, we had the herons too. We had the
I wish
herons
we
too.
had. I wish
I
we had
watched a
parents.
heron eat a chipmunk.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he was sitting on the edge of the lake, and on a rock, and a chipmunk came up and kind of looked at the heron like, "Who are you? What are you?" Heron bends over, snack, and yeah, that was the end of the chipmunk.
A moment of silence for Mr. Chipmunk. And the chipmunks are fast. They're so fast.
Yeah,
And the heron was faster that time.
I
Yeah,
think the
tomorrow I'm gonna.
problem was that the chipmunk was kind of stupid because all the residents around would be feeding him because he was cute.
Just because they're cute doesn't mean he can't feed himself.
If you give a mouse a cookie,
Yes, they will definitely want a glass of milk with that. It just snowballs from there.
it does.
Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all like to actually go eat your food that I put in there. It's
Oh,
just
my
kind of
one
sitting
one
there.
remaining final stir by has made it here.
You might want to get him some partners.
Oh, I do. I do. It's
And
just that
then,
they
yeah,
are
finding them
di-
is,
difficult to find.
yeah, that is very true. I'm still kicking
When
myself
you
for
do
not.
find them, when you do find them, they want way too much for them.
I remember that first swap meet I went to. That one guy had a bag of like six for $45, and I'm still kicking myself for not grabbing those.
Yeah.
I was like, man, why didn't I do that? It was almost a year ago, and my tank is very active. My poor tank is just like, yeah, like we'll get there.
It'll get there.
It'll get
It'll
there.
get there.
I'm gonna after the stream. I gotta go find some snails to plop in here to help eat that food that I put in there. I know I've probably got to have some baby snails in here already from the plants, but
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that a couple of snails have you know
they're hiding in here
hitchhiked
already
over.
because there were snail eggs all over the sword and the crypt that I put in here. The two crypts I put in here, and I've got two Aponogetans I'm gonna put in here in a cup for right now until I
You
get
got
them in
that
their
one
home.
on Eden that's fighting to come back right there in the middle.
Yeah, I've got one. He's trying, but Mr. Loach just keeps messing with him and pushing him around, and I think that's why he hasn't like anchored down yet. He keeps getting moved.
Now that Eden was got somehow got tied up in the big algae mat that I just pulled out of that tank. And yeah, big old ball of hair algae. I'd say about once it was compressed and squeezed out was a bit bigger than a baseball.
And the hair
I will
algae.
I will say though, these Akara are almost getting to the size where they may start pairing up.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
And I'll definitely send you some babies when I get them.
Oh heck yeah. Um, the my flagger cars that I have in the other 29 with the Angels and Mr. McLoach over there. I think I am gonna split them up and put three in each 29,
There you go.
and I'm gonna put Mr. Loach together a tote to go into because I really think he's part of the reason why if I am getting eggs, I'm not seeing any of them.
Right.
I think he's eating everything in there because he eats and eats and eats.
Oh
He
yeah,
is an
they're
eating
they're
machine.
they're little eating machines.
Oh yeah. So he would probably do good in one of the totes outside because mosquito larvae and stuff get in there, and
Oh yeah,
he will eat it all. So
and catch a few ram's horn snails and throw them in for them.
yeah, every couple of days from piece of cat food when we go outside to feed the feral cat. Like,
And
there you go, buddy. There's your treat.
you thought I was crazy when I told you to give him a piece of cat food,
Yeah, he ate it, every bit of that. I was like, wow.
and with much gusto.
Yeah, he really enjoyed that. And yeah, well, hopefully we don't have a second one because I've already invested in some more mystery snails. So hopefully we don't have a second mystery snail aside going on. If we do, then I think I'll be really done with snails at this point. If I don't get the snails right this time, I'm just gonna take a longer break. Then we'll try again. After the third time, if the third time isn't the charm, then I'm done. I'm done. It's like snails beat me.
We'll look into maybe some of the other kinds of snails, like rabbit snails, Herculean snails, blueberry
Oh,
snails.
the live bearing blueberry snails, those, and Branton has the chopstick snails.
Yeah, the
They're
chopstick
kind of,
snail.
yeah, those are pretty awesome. Look a lot like a Malaysian trumpet snail. They don't breed as fast. And I got the pretty purple ones too.
Yes.
Oh, well, hopefully. So the new fish that are going in here with the cories, they get shipped out Monday, and
Okay.
hopefully, I think it's supposed to be a 3-day delivery. So maybe Wednesday night. If they come Wednesday, then Wednesday night I may jump on and do a live stream and show everyone the new fish. And if not, then Thursday morning, then I'll go live and you can see the new guys then if they're here. I'm knocking on some wood that it doesn't go as late as Friday because that would no. I'm already hesitant because it's the post office. Like, why didn't I pay for better shipping?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Honestly, when it comes to shipping, anyone who regularly ships will have have them packaged and ready just in case for a 7-day trip. So I've I've had uh, I've had fish in transit for up to 12 days without
Oh my
problem.
goodness.
Yeah. And then on the other side of that card, I've had fish in transit for 2 days that didn't make it.
Yeah, it's
Granted, those uh, those the box was crushed.
yeah. I was really surprised when they dropped off the Flagacara and the box was crushed. And the bag didn't bust and the fish were fine. I was blown away by that because when I saw that box, I was like, oh no, my heart just kind of sank,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh no, not again. But they were fine. Like he even put extras in there, and the extras made it. So I was very happy about that. So these guys are little guys. So oh, all right, nerd. Well, it's been about an hour, so I'm gonna get
Yep.
ready to shut this thing down.
I
I'm gonna
think
get
this
ready.
was a good shakedown for Dave 3.0.
Yes, yeah. Everyone's got to tell us. Like, leave a comment after the stream, and like and subscribe too if you haven't. But yeah, let us know if the video looks better here. You know what? Let me pop my camera up a little larger, and then we'll do nerds a little larger because we both have the same camera now too. We figured, we might as well both have the same quality cameras.
Yeah.
So now I just have to figure out how I can set up multiple cameras at one time.
Blackfin tuna. I like that.
Wow. Well, that um yeah. That's all I got to say to that is wow. I shouldn't. George Floyd. I don't think I've had a George. We have a Herman.
I used to name almost all of my plecos George. Now I don't I generally don't name a fish unless they're something odd.
Yeah, like when I have one of them. Like I can name Loki McLoki.
Right.
Now, you can maybe slap someone with a fish. I've heard of fish slappers before.
Yeah.
But why would you want to? That would bend scales and fins. All right.
Problem is fish don't have necks.
Fish don't have necks, really?
Not really. Throats, yes, but not
No
necks.
neck.
Gills.
That's so crazy.
Uh, oh, there's the
Wow.
Wobbin Mooster
Oh,
back.
yay.
Wobbin Mooster came back.
Hey, um, so Cat Ninja, you want me to do something about that? Oh boy. Oh, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good
All
night.
right.
Cat Ninja, you go sharpen those claws, okay? All right, I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good
It
night.
was good to
And
see everybody.
yeah, and we'll be back eventually, sometime soon.
Yep.
All right, night, guys. Bye.
Good night. Sleep well.